All right, so I went back and I found a couple pieces of plywood, all right? Both of them are definitely long enough, all right? I don't want to use this one right here because the grain is going the wrong direction, okay? So we're gonna have to find a different use for that on our project, probably our drawers, okay? So this one is definitely long enough and it's wide enough, okay? So if you're going back and you find something like this, definitely use the smaller one first before we go cutting up our big sheets of plywood, okay? Now, I did find a big sheet of plywood that I put down here and just go through on how you do this. First thing, make sure that your good face, okay, your good face goes up or to the left, up against these brackets here, okay? So that means the one on the back side is gonna be your lesser, or the one that's not quite as good. And on some sheets of plywood, they both might be good, so then just maybe the pattern that you like is the one that you put on the inside, okay? Because if it's gonna tear out because the blade rotates this way, it's gonna tear out on this side, all right? So we wanna keep this one as clean as possible. Okay, so what we're gonna do, because this has a factory edge, right, and there's already some chipping on this one, okay, I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna look to see which of my ends is better, okay? So from there, and whichever side, as of right now on this part of my project, this is gonna be at 34.5 inches, okay? But because this is a factory edge, a lot of times your factory edges are good, but with things like being shipped, they'll get beat up and stuff. I like to give a little bit extra. So what I'll end up doing is I'll end up giving myself about 1/2 inch extra when I measure. So then I can clean this up and cut that off so I won't have to deal with it. Okay, so right now I need 34.5 and I'm gonna go up to 35 inches. And then when I mark it, make sure we'll mark it on the top.